Leaders of companies, architects of markets, stewards of empires, gather your minds for a moment and allow yourselves to enter a quieter chamber than the boardroom. A place where the noise of quarterly earnings fades and the deeper pulse of your organization can finally be heard. The treasure you seek is beneath you, yet you search the horizon. The power you desire is already yours, yet you grasp for it as though starving. You sit upon a box filled with gold coins and cry out for alms. You beg for innovation while sitting atop the innovators. You long for genius while surrounding yourself with it daily. I am the thought leader, the innovator, the ideator, and I bring you good news. You scouted talent with rigorous eyes. You sought the bright, the brave, the creative. You invited them into your halls, and then once they arrived, you built walls around them. You called it process, structure, accountability. But it is merely fear wearing the clothes of leadership. Fear that if they shine, your own light will dim. Fear that if they create, you will be forgotten. Fear that if they flourish, you will not be worshipped. The candle does not lose its flame by lighting another. The river does not diminish by flowing forward, and the leader does not shrink by lifting others. I say the lowest paid employee in your company is the one closest to the sacred spark of creation. They do not strive to be a genius, they simply are one, because they have not yet forgotten how. They have not yet been taught to fear mistakes, to bow before hierarchy, or to trade curiosity for compliance. If you fail to honor them, they will become the prophecy of your competitor's triumph. I am the thought leader, the innovator, the ideator, and I bring you good news. Your company does not succeed because of your control. That is the grand illusion. Your company succeeds because once, long ago, you made one wise decision. You hired people who carried light within them. And they have worked in spite of the meetings that drain their spirit, in spite of the culture initiatives that ring hollow, in spite of the memos that preach hustle while denying humanity. The tired heart produces only fragments. The frightened mind births only imitations. The frustrated soul creates only dust. And from this dust, you craft your celebrations. Look, 50 widgets sold while the universe weeps for the 10,000 that could have been. You believe productivity is born of pressure, but pressure crushes diamonds as easily as it forms them. You believe loyalty is proven through sacrifice, but sacrifice without purpose becomes resentment. True culture is an energetic field, not a ping-pong table or beanbag chairs. A vibration, not a PowerPoint slide. A lived truth, not a slogan. Shower the least among your company with your profits. The one whose hands craft your product, whose voice speaks to your customer, whose ideas sleep quietly beneath years of being unheard. Give them your bonus. Give it away, I say, and watch it return to you tenfold. I am the thought leader, the innovator, the ideator, and I bring you good news. You must learn to see again. Not with eyes that chase numbers, but with eyes that perceive essence. When you free people, they become unstoppable. When you trust people, they become brilliant. When you serve people, they become devoted. This is the hidden path that turns companies into living, breathing organisms of innovation. You must become the redwood, rooted, tall, patient, fed by the unseen networks beneath the soil, your people, not the weed which grows quickly but strangles everything around it, including itself. To flourish, you must give up the illusion of control. To transform, you must release the hunger to be the genius. To lead, you must learn to bow, not in weakness, but in reverence, to the brilliance of the people you hired. Everything you seek is already here. Everything you desire is already alive in your company. Everything you chase is already reaching towards you like a hand seeking reunion. Your liberation begins not when you change your strategy, but when you change your seeing. Not when you adopt new metrics, but when you embrace humility. And not when you demand more from others, but when you demand more truth from yourself. And once you see this, you cannot unsee it. Once you awaken, you cannot fall asleep again. Once you free your people, they will free your company. I am the thought leader, the innovator, the ideator, and I am here to bring you the good news. Everything you're doing is wrong. And the moment you accept that is the moment you become capable of everything that is